Alright, what's going on, guys? Kibbles here, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today I'm gonna show you guys how to take apart your radio. And yeah, so what's up? I'm here, and yeah, so I'm gonna turn on this light for you guys. So the tools you'll need is flathead screwdriver. Could be bigger or smaller. I have a couple over there. This is going to be the one that I'm going to be using. You're going to need a T15. I believe this is called a Torx bit. Yeah, Torx bit. And since I don't have a ratchet, I'll be using this with this ratcheting screwdriver. And alright, so put that over there. So the first screws you'll take off is these two on the left side and on the right side. Now this is just to get the face panel off, and then once you have that, you have two clips at the bottom and two at the top. And yeah, okay, so when you have both sides of the screw out, just make sure you put a pile and separate cups so that you don't mix them. And oh yeah, I should do this before anything else. So you're gonna want to pop these off. Now just take a screwdriver, a flathead, and just it's kind of hard with one hand, but you just pry on it, oh shit, sorry. Well, at least there's three of them I can show you. Just pry very lightly. These will shoot out, and you just pry very lightly and they'll pop off. And to put them back on, you just push back down on it, because try and get the light on it in the camera. So you see that little hole there? That's part of the clip. So yeah, now I have those three off. Now what you're gonna want to do is get the clips off, and to do that, just take your flathead again and pry very lightly. Now you're gonna want two hands, so yeah. Actually, you probably don't even need the screwdriver. What I did was I just pried up right there and they popped off. So alright, so now when you have that off, you're gonna have these wires everywhere. So you're gonna be very you're gonna want to be very careful with that one right there. But for this one, there's a little clip. Nice and easy, come on. Trying, but you guys, oh, sorry. Well, the clip is right there. So yeah, again, with two hands it's very simple. It's just, there's a little clip there and you just pinch it and you pull up. So that one's off. And then for this one, you could kind of wiggle it back and forth, but what I did I took some needle nose pliers and I just pulled very lightly on it, because again, you don't want to destroy this. And just like that, very lightly, and it'll come off. So there's your faceplate off. Now set this aside for a second. Now if this one doesn't have a disc, it's a tape player. So I'm not sure how this mechanism works, but this one's a DVD, so I mean not a DVD, a disc player. Now you'll be able to access that. Now I'm not totally sure how to do that, but to access the top, you just want to take that one off, that one off, that one, and that one, and let's set this aside, and your top plate will come off, and then you'll flip it again, and that one here, hold on, let me find the Torx bit. So that small one there is a Torx bit 8, and you'll take that off, and then with your 15 you'll take that one off, and the 15 again, and the two corners, and this will come off. And then basically you'll open it up and you'll see everything basically. But for me, I'm only doing the faceplate. But I've realized that on mine I have bass mid tread, so whereas this one only has bass and tread. So I don't think I'll be able to swap this faceplate over. Well, I won't be able to, because it especially has the CD player. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do here, and I'll be back. So to get your motherboard right here out, you're gonna want to take crap, I just put that Torx bit back in the cup. Alright, what is this one? Nope, not the T8. You're gonna want you're gonna want come on, focus. It's a T10. It's a Torx bit 10, and you're just gonna want to take, sorry about the lighting, I'm trying to record it for you guys. You're gonna want to take that one, basically all these screws here off, and your faceplate will pop off. Now remember that these need to be popped off, because if they're not popped off, you won't be able to get it off. And again, if you skip through the video or something, you just take a flathead and you pry very lightly, not super hard, because if you do, these little bits will shoot everywhere, and I had that experience with that. So yeah, just be sure of that, be very gentle, and it will come out smoothly. Alright, and when you have that done, you should just be able to pull up on it, and she'll come out just like that. And wow, this is really cool. That's what that one looks like. And yeah, so basically that's done. And yeah, so this is very like easy. For anybody can do this. Just like with me, like all I suggest is if you have issues with or you're scared of taking out every single bolt and putting it somewhere, just when you take it out, just say you take off the faceplate, just take it off, and those screws that you took off, just put it with the faceplate. You know, keep everything in order. But for me, this is something that I really enjoy to do, and I'm able to remember where every single screw goes. Like there you go, all of them are mixed up. If I dumped it out right now, I'm able to put that back together. And it's pretty cool. And I'll show you guys what else I do. So again, I had a situation, my controller broke, but basically this is an Xbox One controller, and I took it all apart, you know, all the screws are down there and stuff, and I'm just able to just take apart stuff and remember where to put them. You know, I'm very like hands-on. I like to take stuff apart and put it back together, and that controller will still work if I put batteries in it right now, just like this. Just be very gentle with the motherboard, you know. Here, let's see here. Maybe if I take this off, I've realized that I haven't been able to show you, but so if you're having like issues with your screen and stuff, it could be your motherboard. And maybe it's burnt or something. So if you look at it, you'll be able to see if something's shorted out or something. You'll see like a black mark and everything. But as you can see here, mine is very, very fine. And yeah, like I said, just be careful of your wires. You don't want to stretch them out too much or hurt those things in there, the pins. So just be very gentle and you won't have a problem. Now, the issue that I'm having with my radio isn't really an issue, but when I turn this knob, it skips. So I wanted to see what I can do to fix that, possibly. So yeah, I'm gonna figure that out. Alright, so like I was saying, my knob likes to skip, so I'm just gonna use the knob on this one. And I'm gonna clean this knob up because it's dirty. I'm gonna try and clean up this whole entire thing because it's pretty messy. I couldn't figure out a way on how to really get this off, because I would like, you know, well, they're the same thing, so, but yeah. And then I'm just gonna put this one back here, and what I did was, literally, I just like, so it's on there like that. You just pull on this, but be nice with it, because you don't want to rip this. Just very lightly just pulled on it and stuff, and I got it to slide off. And yeah, so when I have this cleaned up, I'll show you what to do next. Alright, and when you have it nice and clean, how can I do this? Matt, can you help me film? Matt, you can take a second. Alright guys, so how I did it was I just did that and then just slowly pull it up while pushing that rubber down. Oh, you know what? I have to adjust. Or wait, no, maybe I don't. Yeah, there we go. And there you go. It's back in there just like that. And there it goes. And now you're all set to screw it back in. And yeah, you just put it back in. Now for this, you have a pin there and a pin right there to align this. And the screws that you put yep, here, 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 here. So I'll put back in the screws and show you guys. And there you guys go. All the screws that go back in. And now I'm gonna put back in those three, and we'll be back. And to just put them back on, you just push them down and they'll click back on. And oh, pulled a bit too hard, but they're on there. I could lift the whole thing by it, so you know, just make sure you feel a click, and then they're on there. So just like that. Now time to put it back on. Oh yeah, as you're putting this back, make sure you put back in your plugs. Make sure the pins are straight and everything. This one just swoops back in and clicks in. This one gave me a little bit of trouble because one pin was off to the right, so I just bent it a little bit back and now it's in. And there you guys go. Clips are back on. Now just time to put in the two screws on the right side and left side. Alright, so when you have your bolts in on the side, I'm gonna do the reinstalling video in this as well, just so that I'm not recording for a third time. So when you go to put this back in, that one goes right there. The small one goes in the small hole, the big one goes in the big hole. And yeah, and just like that, they're back in. Now time to slide it in. Alright, when you slide it in, there's two screws on the side and 2 more on the other side. And once you have your screws on, your front panel will click back in. Then 2 more screws at the top. And then you take this and you push it in and it clicks back in. And then you take all your knobs. That one goes here. And you'll align them back up. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope this has been helpful. And yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.